Alrighty, hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk2, and in today's video we're covering part 3 of my PS1 collecting journey, and all these videos in the very beginning are just basically how do I do everything that revolves around collecting. First video we talked about was how I use eBay. Second video we talked about how you go to retro game stores and their Facebooks and Instagrams and all that good stuff to see what they're selling and what they're getting. In today's video I'm going to talk to you about how you're going to track your video game collection. Once again, it does not have to be PS1, but for the sake of this video, it's going to be PS1 related because that is the main thing I like to collect here. So the question on most people's minds right now is probably, what app do I use? What do I use to track what I, get and everything like that? And I actually have the answer for you right here. It's called Gameye. This is an app that I was turned to by my main game store I go to. They recommended me this app. They said, have you heard of this app before? I literally said, no, I've never heard of it before. And what it is that it allows you to track your games, and it's awesome. And I'm going to be showing a live demonstration of how I actually do it. Now you're going to notice it says $52,000. Yeah, combining my PS1 and my PS2 collection, yes, this is accurate. It is about $50,000. That is how much my collection is worth. So right now the way I have it is I have it sorted by ordered by added. So this is the stuff I added most recently, and you can tell because yesterday I actually put this out right here on Twitter. Let me get it for you real fast. Right here I said eBay lot for the day, off to a game trade meet to see what's up. So this is the picture I took of my collection because I like to do this for Twitter and all that, and this is everything. So you can see right here we have Point Blank 2 is right here. Mega Man Legends is right here. So you can see that, yeah, this is basically all of the stuff that I got. Courier Crisis right there, I've got it right here. Sentient, I've got that right up there. So this is an order of like what I put in. The big thing I want to talk about with this app is how you can actually do this really easily. You do not have to type all these names in of the games and all that. It's actually really simple. So I actually have a stack of 8 games I got today from eBay, and I'm actually going to pull this out. Check this out. Ready? So on the bottom right of the app, you'll see a plus sign. You want to click on that, and then you have 3 options. You have manually select, barcode scanner, and Gameye cart scanner. I have never used the Gameye cart scanner. I'm not even sure what it actually is. But for the manually select, this is where you want to just type the name of your game out and then add it that way. But if you want it to be even easier, we're going to do the barcode scanner here. So when I click on this, you're going to see, oh, look, it's my really gross desk. Don't mind that. And what we're going to see is that I have my stack of 8 games right here, and we're going to scan these in, okay? So the way we're going to do it, sorry, my desk is messy. I don't really stream my desk, is we're going to go to the barcodes and scan them in. So first thing we have here is Bubble Bobble. Second game we have here is Bust a Groove. Third game we have here is Marvel Superheroes. That one might be a little tricky. I'll talk about that later. Next one is Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. Next one here, this is a good one. Eggs of Steel, Charlie's Excellent Adventure. Fatal Fury, Wild Ambition. Hello Kitty's Cube Frenzy. And then the final game we have here. Oh, there you go. Hooters Road Trip. It has a little punch hole there. I'm shocked that actually went through. So then when you're done with all that, we're going to hit items in queue. What we could see here is a few things here. Now, usually what happens is they'll say, what version of the game is this? Like, is it greatest hits or is it black label? Is it long box or is it just normal? Out of all the games I picked here, none of them had a long box variant and none of them ever had a greatest hits. So what you can kind of do is we can batch confirm these options. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do, it has the game, it has the manual, it has the box. You could just end it right there. But you could also write down saying, oh, this is what I got. Like, how good does the game look? 5 stars. How good does the manual look? How good does the box look? And I like to pair the box as well with the back art as well. I count this as box because the case you can replace easily, but the back you can't. The back and the manual and the disc, obviously, you can't really do much with that. So that's everything right here. We got everything scanned in and all that, and we're going to confirm that everything is 5 stars. Add 8 items. Yep, that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to get out of the camera view, and there you go. So now you can see I have 8 added games into my collection, which is really awesome. It's a really good way to track your stuff, and it's good to see what goes up and what goes down. As you can see here, like Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together, for example, this game is worth $118 complete in box. which is cool. Loose is just the disc. New is it hasn't been opened before. Manual is just the manual. Box is just the box. But we have CIB. We have CIB for everything. Now, one thing I did want to mention, first of all, I didn't mean to buy a second Buster Groove. I thought this was Buster Groove 2. It was not, so I have to buy Buster Groove 2. I thought that's what it was, but it wasn't. That will probably be sold to my local game store for store credit because I have no use to have 2 of these things. And then also, I have a few instances that I'm going to share with you. It's actually really interesting that the lot I got today, I can actually talk about in terms of like weird things that are on with this app, because this app is not flawless. Okay. So number one, the first thing I want to talk about is this game right here, Eggs of Steel, Charlie's Excellent Adventure, okay? This was a Blockbuster exclusive game, and then a year later, Atlas like sold their own. So I actually have 2 copies of this. So if I type in Eggs of Steel, so you're going to see I have 2 of these, okay? One of them is the Blockbuster edition, one of them is not. But there is no way to really discern that it is the Blockbuster version or not because they share the same UPC code. So for this, I'm going to write down the box. I'm going to say here, Blockbuster version. Just so I know that's the one that it's talking about, okay? And then there you go. That's it. This is all for you. This is for you to like decipher what's different with your game. So for this, if you click on it, you'll know that this is the Blockbuster version. But when you click on this one, this is the default Atlas version that they re-released after I guess their deal with Blockbuster went up. I don't know. It's a very interesting game. I haven't heard anything too good about it, but you know. And then the next thing I want to talk about here is Marvel Superheroes. Now, this is a game I also already own. And if we look back here, this is what the cover looks like to them, Marvel Superheroes. This is the one I scanned in. I scanned the Fighter's Edge version. I don't believe the Fighter's Edge version of a few of these games are even on the app yet. And they kind of want you to like help out with that if you're involved with like this app at all. They do kind of want some help with that. They want like people to actually like participate in actually helping. So if we look at this, Marvel Superheroes, I have 2 versions of this, okay? So what you could do, there's an encyclopedia you can do, and this has over 138,000 listed games here. If I type in Marvel, what is it called? Marvel Super Heroes. So we see Marvel Superheroes right here. We see Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. So I am not, man, how many is there? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the version I actually have. So because of that, what I'm going to do is that just for now, I'm going to go back to my collection. Just go back to everything the way it was before like this. And then for this one, I'm going to go down into the notes here and I'm going to write Fighter's Edge Edition. And that's the best way to kind of like let people know this is what it is. Again, this is really only for you. It's local to you. No one else can see this unless like you share it yourself. They are working on a website where you can have like your own profile and you can like share your collection with people. I cannot wait for that day because right now all you can do is physically go to people and be like, hey man, this is what I got. And then just show it in their face and stuff like that. Like no one wants to do that. What I would rather do is just like look up people's profiles and just see their collections that way. Now you can spoof this, you absolutely can. What I'll say for this as an example is that I have a few games where the barcode here is covered because a lot of game stores did that because they didn't want to say like that was the price because that didn't count as like their own price. So if you have a lot of gunk on your case and you want to just like find the game you're looking for, let's look up Twisted Metal Black, just as an example. Twisted Metal Black for the PS2. And then here's what you're going to see. You're going to see a whole bunch of different options. You're going to see PS2 Greatest Hits, PS2 Black Label, digital for PS3, English. You can actually refine this as well. You can say like, oh, I only want to see things from like specific platforms, countries, stuff like that. Again, this is a really dope app that allows you to just kind of show off your collection to people in real life. So this is everything that I've scanned in recently. I don't want to spoil too much because I want to talk about my collection in a whole nother video. That is going to take hours to cover everything in my collection. But this is a nice, simple way to show people, hey, this is everything that's in my collection. And everything I'm showing you has been in pictures that I have posted on Twitter already. So I'm not showing anything too crazy here. But there are some good ones like Tales of Destiny 1 and 2, City of Lost Children, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Fox Hunt. That's my second Fox Hunt because the other one did not have the manual, but this one does have the manual. And here, I'll even show you right here, right? We're going to go type in Fox Hunt. I have 2, and this one just says boxed. I have the box, I have the discs and everything, but I don't have the manual. This one came with manual, the other one did not. So that other one, I'm gonna have to sell that off. I like to sell the stuff that is like the least amount of quality, I guess you could say. I'm not like giving people like the worst of the worst, but like I want to like make sure that my collection has like the best quality of games here. Then we move on here. Here's your report. Your report will show you what you collect and all of that. So like I said, you can literally just scan anything. It doesn't even have to be PS1 or PS2. It can literally be whatever you want. For me, though, I do scan only PS1 and PS2, except I have one Dreamcast here. If you want to know what that is, it's D2. I bought this at a local game store. I never plan on playing this game because I do not really care for Dreamcast, but one game I do care about is D for the PS1. And for that game in particular, this is the original, and then D2 came out for Dreamcast, but never for PS1. Sucks. I have no idea why it was only released on Dreamcast, but that's just how it is. And I wanted to collect it anyway because, you know, it's related to that, so I find that very interesting, and I like to collect the stuff, you know? That's just kind of what I like to do. So this is currently what I'm working with right now. So remember when I said like my collection was like $30,000? I kind of lied about that. It's about $43,000. And then PS2, I'm almost at 10 grand with not that many games because I'm going for like the holy grails first. So that's just kind of how it is. And then if we look at my wish list here, here's another thing that you can do too. You can do a wish list. So you can kind of see what you're looking for. Like right now, for example, my 2 biggest games I'm looking for right now is NFL Blitz Greatest Hits, which is worth that much money, which I'll talk about for a video, and then Mortal Kombat 3, which is worth about $800. Reason why is because it was a long box game and they barely made any jewel case versions, and that's the one I'm looking for. Then Doom in a jewel case is also extremely hard to find. Looking for that as well. I thought I bought Busta Groove 2 today, but no, it turns out that was just Busta Groove 1 again, so I have to buy a Busta Groove 2. And yeah, and I Bubble Bobble got that today. Hooters Road Trip got that today. Hello Kitty's Cute Frenzy got that today too. So I can actually delete these from my wish list because I already got them, so I don't even need to worry about it. And yeah, overall this app is phenomenal. I love that I can just like track my collection this way. And again, if there was something where it was sort of like I'm just trying to find out specific things, like I'm trying to see what I actually have and how much things are worth, this app is great for that. You can literally do like one thing I like to do while I'm at a store is I like to do this. You can go to your encyclopedia, click on the barcode, and then you're gonna see my camera again. I'm gonna scan the excellent adventure thing. It shows the game on the barcode and it tells you if you own it. The blue mark on the top right there, that means you scan that in and you own that game. Now again, you could say, oh, I own like 10 of like a most expensive game member. You could do that, but why would you lie? This is supposed to be for you. This isn't supposed to be for other people. And when they eventually make it so you can track your own collection and like see people's collections on the internet, yeah, people are gonna lie about it, but I think it's cool to actually just like be honest and tell people what you actually have in your collection. So this app is phenomenal. I highly recommend everyone get this app. It's really cool. And yeah, that's basically it. That's how I can tell what I have and what I don't have. You can also order this by, like I said, added, release date, the price. I do show this off a lot, like my most expensive games top to bottom, but I'm not going to show that here for you guys because I've got some things I don't want to reveal too much yet because a lot of people don't actually know what I have. I do post the game pictures I get every single day, except today's I didn't do that one yet. But with that in mind, though, yeah, I do have some gems in my collection that I haven't really talked about. You can also do systems, peripherals, toys to life, which is like the Skylander stuff, and then print media, which is like strategy guides and comics. You can do that too with this app too. So overall, phenomenal app. I really do quite like it. And this is how I track my collection. And I won't lie, it's really addicting to see the green go up. You know what I mean? So like what I'll do here is if I click on games and I go to report, look at how far along I am on the PS1 right now. That green, and you could also see unique and total. I have 944 PS1 games right now, and those are unique. The rest of them, they're duplicates, and they're duplicates for reasons. I like to get duplicates of like the more expensive stuff because hopefully later down the line, if someone wants to make a trade with me, like for Mortal Kombat 3, I will give them a Tronbon and a Klonoa, which is like a $900, almost $1,000 in games, just those two. For Mortal Kombat 3, because I have them as duplicates, I don't mind trading those off. So I like collecting what I can if it's a decent price for stuff. And again, I really am just in it for the long haul. I really like to collect this stuff. And yeah, I do have a few PS2 games, but it's mostly PS1 for me. And again, you can do this with anything. And I highly recommend you guys check out this app again. It's free. And I would just highly recommend you check it out and just scan your stuff in, see what you got. You might be sitting on gold and you literally never know. You literally never know. I know scanning my games took forever. And there's also a thing you could do too. You could also click here and just like back up your stuff and like import and export and just do all that just to make sure you don't lose everything. I hope to God I don't have to rescan everything, because oh my God, that would take forever. I would hate it, but that's the way it works, guys. That is the way I track my collection and why I think you should use this app to track your own stuff. I think it's awesome. And yeah, I think eventually you will see one for PS4. I do have some PS4, but I just haven't scanned it yet. But you will probably see some stuff for PS4. I would love to get a sealed copy of Fortnite, like for the PS4, like the original, maybe even graded. I think that'd be sick. So that would be like another thing I get graded, because I did get something else graded that I'm not going to talk about just yet for a video. So that's it for the video today, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know the like, comment down below what you think about the video. And if you have any questions for me about collecting or anything like that, please let me know in the comments and I will probably get back to you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and I will talk to you all later. Have a good one, everyone. See ya.